bye below. Dochula Pass. So today is Earth Day.
Dochula Pass is a beautiful mountain pass located between Thimphu and Punakha in Bhutan. Ashidorji Wangmo, the eldest queen mother of Bhutan, built 108 memorial curtains known as Druk Wangnel curtains at Dochula Pass in honor of the fourth king, His Majesty King Jigme Singye Wanchuk. The Dochula Pass is a historical landmark built to honor the bravery and sacrifices of the fourth king and the soldiers who perished during the battle against Assam's insurgents in 2003. It particularly marks the victory of King Jigme Singye Wanchuk, who dislodged the rebels from their camps in Bhutanese territory, from where they raided Indian territory of Assam. After the war, the king went back to Thimphu on 28 December 2003. Ashidorji Wangmo commanded for the 108 curtains to be built. The construction of the curtains was completed in mid-June 2004 and formally consecrated and sanctified with religious rites on 19-20 June 2004. The curtains were built in 3 layers. The first lowest layer has 45 curtains and the second has 36 and top layer has 27 built around the main curtain. The construction of these curtains was done as per religiously ordained ritualistic procedures. As the height of the curtains attained 1 meter, a pit was excavated in the ground in the center and symbolically offering the grains and bronze utensils filled with butter were placed in the pit. At the next stage, as the height of the curtains increased, images of Buddhist gods made of clay stuffed with papers inscribed with prayers were entered. Following that, which is considered the vital stage, the fixing of Sokshing, meaning the life tree of the Chorten, was erected. The Sokshing, which is believed to provide a link between heaven and earth within a Chorten, is in the form of a long square wooden pole made from a juniper tree, made by an individual who has appropriate qualities from an astrological point of view. The pole was painted in red color and inscribed with sacred hymns and banded with religious paraphernalia such as gilded images of gods, prayer bells, small clay stupas, and also precious stones and jewelries. The Sokshing was then wrapped around by silk cloth and then fixed in the partly built Chorten on an auspicious day. Dochula Pass is one of the main highlights for many tourists. In fact, if you are lucky, you can even see the Himalayan range in full view on a clear day from the mountain pass. Gangkar Puensem at 7,158 meters, the tallest unclimbed mountain in the world, can be seen from the Dochula Pass. If you are going to Punakha from the current capital of Bhutan, Thimphu, you will definitely pass through Dochula Pass. The weather at the pass generally remains foggy and chilly. The Dochula Pass remains beautiful in all seasons.
Punakha Dzong is the second oldest and second largest dzong in the country. Not only does this dzong boast Bhutanese architectural marvel, but it also remains culturally important for housing sacred relics of the Kyagu school of Tibetan Buddhism and the sacred remains of Nawang Namgyel, the Tibetan Buddhist Lama and unifier of the country of Bhutan. Located at the intersection of the Phochu and Mochu rivers in the Punakha Valley, Punakha Dzong was constructed in 1637 by Nawang Namgyel. It is over 180 meters long and 72 meters wide, having 6 towers surrounding it, and the only way to reach the dzong is by crossing the Bazam Bridge. The dzong is located at the confluence of the Phochu and Mochu rivers in the Punakha Wangnel Valley. The source of Mochu River is in the northern hills of Ligshi and Laya in Bhutan and in Tibet. The Phochu rivers is fed by glaciers in the Luna region of the Punakha Valley. After the confluence of these two rivers, the main river is known as Punasangchu. One needs to cross the Bazam Bridge to reach the complex of the dzong. Punakha Dzong is listed in Bhutan's tentative list for UNESCO inclusion for its cultural, religious and architectural significance in the region. Punakha Dzong remains important to the royal family even today. It was the site of the Uyghur Wangchuk, the first Druk Gyalpo coronation in 1907 and the location of the wedding of Jigme Keshar Namgyel Wangchuk and Jetsun Pema in October 2011. The dzong has defensive fortifications that were built to protect from any attacks from enemies. There is a wooden stairway and heavy wooden door closed at night. Punakha Dzong was one of the 16 dzongs built by the Zabrung during his rule. It has 3 courtyards instead of the standard 2 courtyard layout like other dzongs in Bhutan. The first courtyard is used for administrative function and houses a large Bodhi tree and white-washed stupa. Constructed in 1637, Punakha Dzong was the second fortress dzong built in the country. Celebrated as one of the Bhutan's oldest and largest, most striking fortified monastery, the Punakha Dzong holds an important relic over which many wars were fought with Tibetans. The dzong holds a sacred place in the hearts of all Bhutanese. In the second courtyard are the residences of the monks. The halls here hold great historical significance as a location of Uyghur Wangchuk coronation and the ceremony in which the king became the knight commander. The third courtyard contains the well-preserved remains of Pima Lingpa and Nawang Namgyel, which is closed to the public. The Utse includes a stunning gold dome in the south zone of the dzong is a 100-pillar assembly hall, which holds commissioned murals of life of Buddha and gold-panelled pillars. Its magnificent structure showcases the world-class architecture of Bhutan and finest Bhutan craftsmanship. In fact, Bhutanese architecture has inspired building designs from all over the world, including the architecture of an entire university campus, UTEP in Texas. Punakha Dzong is truly one of the most beautiful dzongs in Bhutan and one of the most visited place by the tourists. The amazing Punakha Suspension Bridge, located in Punakha, Bhutan, is the longest suspension bridge in Bhutan, measuring 180 meters in length and about 1.2 meters wide. This ancient suspension bridge dates back all the way to 1637, when Punakha was in its glory as the capital city of Bhutan. The bridge is believed to be built by the great architect and iron bridge builder Tangtong Gyalpo. The suspension bridge has undergone several years of renovation and was originally built to connect Punakha Dzong to the small villages of Shengana, Samdinka and Sanka on the other end of Mochu river. As the bridge relies on cables anchored in huge cement blocks to connect one bank to another, the bridge will swing in strong winds. Some say that walking across the suspension bridge in Punakha is for adventurous souls. It surely gives one an adrenaline rush when crossing a wobbly bridge. Walking across the suspension bridge is an exhilarating experience, as you feel the bridge sway slightly under your feet with each step you take. As you cross, you can enjoy the breathtaking views of the surrounding mountains and valleys and the stream below. The suspension bridge is located just a short walk from the Punakha Dzong, which is one of the most iconic landmarks in Bhutan. Visitors can easily combine a visit to Punakha Dzong with a trip to the suspension bridge. Overall, the suspension bridge in Punakha is a must-see attraction for anyone visiting Bhutan. It offers a unique perspective of the stunning natural beauty of the area and is a great way to experience the local culture and way of life. Strongly strengthened with iron chains and metal netting, this extraordinary bridge, adorned in fluttering prayer flags, connects Punakha Dzong to the surrounding villages and offers a great view of the glistering stream below. Enjoy the peace and serenity of Bhutan as you stand on the suspension bridge. Admire the clean water gushing in the river, embrace the crisp air that you're breathing, and simply absorb all the positive vibes from the fluttering prayer flags. The mountains surrounding the suspension bridge enhance the breathtaking view of Punakha. It's an ideal place for a photo shoot with a stunning background. And don't forget to visit the suspension bridge in your Bhutan tour, and you will definitely enjoy the cool breezy vibes from the suspension bridge.